Are you aware that 70% of pastors constantly fight depression and burnout for the frustration experience as a result of ministry workload, discouragement, and pressure? We help leaders grow healthy churches. We are excellent at what we do, and we are fast becoming the best of the very best. Magnicraft Consulting is set up to help both small and large-sized churches become healthier by using proven diagnostics tools, effective retention strategies. We give the right and appropriate and professional advice. We are the certified church consultants with the Society of Church Consulting in the United States of America. Trust us to help you grow. Don't wait till it's too late. You will be glad you did. Call us now on 0802-324-2258. Email contact@magnicraftconsulting.com or magnicraftconsulting@gmail.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram @Magnicraft Limited. Magnicraft Consulting. Doing church God's way. Hello. Welcome to Monday Morning Matters live broadcast show brought to you by Magnicraft Consulting Team, anchored by Niyi Dunmade, a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the U.S. Here, each Monday of every week, we address important, relevant, and actionable topics of interest that will help you and your church grow healthier. And now, meet your host, Niyi Dunmade.
Welcome to Monday Morning Matters. My name is Niyi Dunmade. I'm the founder and the CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. Welcome to Monday Morning Matters, the last Monday, the last day of September 2024. We've started this series in the part 1 to part 4 of 5, Defining Your Church, Jerusalem. All right, thank you for hooking up with us. Welcome to this Facebook Live broadcast show and the YouTube channel. And then we want to make sure that we'll wrap up this topic on Monday Morning Matters. Monday Morning Matters. We are glad that you are part of this live broadcast show. Again, I'm Niyi Dunmade. I'm the founder and CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. Let me tell you a little bit about Magnicraft Consulting. Magnicraft Consulting is a church consulting firm that helps local churches to grow healthier through empirical assessment, revitalization, trainings, and strategic blueprints. Our vision is to be the leading church health consultancy that creates actionable, sustainable, and adaptable solutions. I'm also a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the U.S., and also a certified church consultant with other church affairs certifications from Church Answers as well. I'm your host to this weekly Facebook Live broadcast show every Monday, 7 a.m. Nigerian time, and it's sure going to be helpful to you. I'm also known as the church health guy of the 21st century. A big thank you to everyone who has been liking our posts, reacting, chatting with us, telling us how timely some of this content are. We want to just say thank you for always telling us your feedback. Thank you so much. And so before we go into the juice of the day, let's do a little bit of promo, and then we will get a final dose of part 5 of Defining Your Church, Jerusalem. So this Monday Morning Matters with Niyi Dunmade. And so we help local churches grow healthier, to become healthier through empirical assessment, revitalization, training, and strategic blueprint. I'm also an expert, and of course, we can help your church in a great deal. All right, we're going to we'll be talking on how to define your church, Jerusalem. Today is going to be the final dose of that, and then we're going to go to something new for the month of October. October seems to be very loaded. Then Dr. Tom Rayner, fantastic church consultant. He's an authority in the field of church consulting, and you want to become a certified church consultant to help your own church. You're a pastor, you're a church staff, you love the church, you want to be equipped to help the church become healthier and to be what God wants it to be. you can just reach out to me and let's see how we can give you over 40% discount to get all the resources plus bonuses to become a certified church consultant. All right. And then my books are still on Amazon. You can scan the QR code or go on Amazon and check for Church Retention. Pathway to Growth is going to help you. It's going to help your church. People are buying them in great numbers, and I'm sure you should be able to get that so that it can help your church. The second one is Busting Church Growth Myth. Busting Church Growth Myth is such a fantastic book. And so we can just get that book from the QR code or from Amazon as well to your library. All right, let's go into the juice for today. Let's go into the juice. So as we conclude this series, we have looked at how a strong, vibrant church or ministry in typical Jerusalem naturally extends from the inner core to the outermost part of the earth. And the thing is, what happens in the inner core is what will determine what will happen in the outermost part of the earth. A healthy and engaged local church is well equipped to support global mission, multiplying the impact in an outreach effort beyond the four walls of our churches because of what happens in Jerusalem. Remember, we started from Acts 1, and ye shall be witnesses unto me after the Holy Ghost has come upon you, and you shall be witness unto me in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and uttermost part of the earth. Okay, so let's look at it this way. Jerusalem is like a subset of the uttermost part of it. The diversity you see in the ends of the earth is a macrosome of is a bigger picture of the diversity you're going to see in your Jerusalem. All right, it's very rare for your Jerusalem to just have one people group. There should be just some couple or multiple people groups that is in your Jerusalem. And I've been talking with some leaders who are in a white dominated Jerusalem or community, and I can tell you that from that conversation we could see that their successful conversion rate in some invitational culture of that church to certain groups of people. All right, so you have a community that is dominated with whites, but then the church does not have any whites. Okay, what it means that your conversion rate for those white persons in the community has been very poor. So conversion rate for invitational culture and invite by attend rate is very crucial. Okay, now you have 100-size congregation. How many of them are inviting people? Now, if all the people who are inviting people, what is the success rate of those who are inviting people into your church? That's what I call invite per attend rates. That is how many of those that are invited actually attend. All right, the fact that people are inviting does not mean that all the people that has been invited are going to attend. So you need to look at the conversion rate or the success rate of those who are inviting, and those who are inviting, how many of them were able to convert those who they have been invited to come into your church. So understanding the reasons behind the conversion rates of the invitational rate and the invite per attend rate is going to be very crucial to the specific people groups in your Jerusalem, so that you can have your church having to x-ray or mirror the demographics you have in the community. The more your church mirrors the demographics in the community, the more the community and your church are going to be interacting, the more they are going to be connected, the more they are going to have something together to do in the future. Don't expect people outside of your Jerusalem to invite people to church. You know, it's people who is the stakeholders in the church that should go out of their comfort zone into the community to invite guests, to invite those who are present in their Jerusalem to come to attend and be part of their church in the four walls of the church. So what we are trying to say today is that we need to do that and then go beyond just Jerusalem and expand the mission of the church to Judea, Samaria, and onto the uttermost part of the earth. The message is not to be localized, but the message needs to start from the local point of view before going global. And so we need to be able to see that building a strong local foundation can support global missions. Okay, global missions is a mirage when there is a weak local foundation. A light will only, the intensity of a light is going to be more intensity. You're going to see the intensity of that light as you go closer to the light. Okay, so when the light, the intensity of the light is not so bright as you go closer, there's no how you're going to, that intensity of the light is going to impact some distance away. So how you maintain a global vision is also very important because it has to be fleshed out from the local perspective. All right, and then you begin to have practical ways of getting involved in mission beyond just your four walls of your church or Jerusalem. Now, the biblical mandate, as I said, is not for Jerusalem. It's for Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and the uttermost part of the earth. The biblical mandate is for global missions. And so that's why we want to ensure that churches are having the vision around the Great Commission, because in Matthew chapter 28, verse 19, you can see that Jesus commanded his disciples to go and make disciples of all nations. The global mission is central to the Christian faith and extends beyond the boundaries of the four walls or the community of Jerusalem that we are talking about. So the Acts chapter 1 verse 8 is a progressive attitude. The church needs to have a progressive attitude, the progression from Jerusalem to Judea to Samaria and the uttermost part of the earth, and that reflects the expanding nature of the gospel's reach as a mandate to the church. Our mission begins locally but does not end locally, and it also naturally should extend outwardly as we grow and strengthen our effort. One of the things I'll say from this point is that churches tend to be inwardly focused, but then the mandate that God gave us is to go to the earth, to go to the world. All right, the Apostle Paul's missionary journey was to the ends of the earth. Okay, you could see that example that was moving from a local point to a global point, to the global outreach. Starting from the local church, but must not end in the local church. Paul began to expand his missionary journey by with the reach of the gospel across the Roman Empire. Now, the role of the local church in global mission cannot be emphasized. Okay, the people who are doing missionary work are supported by a local base. In fact, if you see missionaries doing great work in the mission field, there's a solid base that contributes to that global mission, that supports the missionaries financially, prayerfully, and emotionally. Missionaries often rely on the home base, home church, okay, for resources and encouragement, because if you don't have a base, there's no how you can just begin to expand the kingdom in the mission field away from home. And so sending members on a short-term mission also is a result of the local base that the church has. Okay, these trips can provide first-hand experience of global ministry across the world. Okay, and the church needs to get to a point whereby when you are financially strong, you can begin to have greater commitment of your people to go on short-term mission trips away from their Jerusalem, so that they can make sure that they are taking the gospel to the end of the earth. The church also can partner with global ministries so that they can form that alliance with global mindsets, global organizational attitude, so that those partnerships can facilitate a long-term support, collaborative projects, and shared vision to reaching the unreached beyond just your Jerusalem, but beyond Judea, Samaria, and to the uttermost part of the earth. And so this is just to tell you that we need to build a strong local foundation, so that the stronger the local foundation is, the higher the multiplying effect is going to have as you progress from Jerusalem to the uttermost part of the earth. Jerusalem serves as a model so that if you can learn your lessons from the things you have done successfully at Jerusalem, you can begin to export those workable systems in terms of resources, skills, lessons learned in the local outreach effort to your Jerusalem, which can be applied to international efforts as you spread to the ends of the earth. Now, one of the things I will say quickly is that Jerusalem has its challenges, Judea has its challenges, Samaria has its challenges, and the ends of the earth has its challenges. And these things comes with exposure, training, and preparing for that kind of progression. Use your local church as a training platform for future impact in the towns that is beyond the church Jerusalem. The challenges of global missions are just much, but you see, if you can able to prepare your congregation with adequate training and equipping of the saints, they'll be able to do effective ministry as well. Okay, when you also concentrate on the Jerusalem, you can begin to work on the financial support. A well-established local ministry can also provide financial support needed to sustain global ministry. Doing ministry internationally is expensive. Okay, carrying the gospel to the nation is not cheap. And so fundraising effort needs to be done with people who believe in the mandate that is going to the ends of the earth. And so that's why it's good to have a commitment base that supports a global outreach. And the thing is, your church can be healthy if they are not thinking about the four walls of the church, but they are thinking of a global vision while they are still serving locally. All right? Now, this also can happen with mission prayer or praying for the nation, incorporating that regularly in your services, in your meetings, so that you know that there are brethren outside your Jerusalem that requires a lot of prayers, encouragement, so we can begin to adopt mission prayers for people groups that have not heard the gospel, praying for them, learning about them, having burdens for them, so that we can be able to reach out to them to their specific needs and challenges. Mission awareness event is also very, very, I can remember those early days when I gave my life to Christ. I usually go to the mission fields. And sometimes when I go into mission fields, you can see that because of being in the mission field, you can see how the gospel is powerful, and of course, how you are also using the ministry gifts and the spiritual gifts that you have as a Christian to do things for God. Now, one of the things is that for you to be able to move from Jerusalem to the outermost part of the earth, there's some form of education and resources needed. So provide educational resources to help your congregation understand the global work, the global missions, okay? These could be books, magazines, online courses, Bible studies focused on biblical mandates for global outreach to the ends of the earth, to be able to make sure that you are not just we're not just localizing all the power that the Holy Spirit has invested in you for local impact alone, but for local impact and for global outreach strategy. Now, I think we have gotten so much already, but let's just look at one more point, and then we need to also understand that sustainability is very, very important. And so we need to also look at challenges in global mission. Cultural barriers are there. The more you go to Judea, Samaria, and uttermost part of the earth, as you progress, cultural barriers are going to, the differences are going to be more pronounced. And so cultural differences can create challenges in communication and ministry with the help of the gospel. And so when you address these barriers through education, as I said, through humility to learn the differences and be willing to also learn from others by just discomforting yourself to understanding the cultural differences and then the logistical challenges, and that will help you to make that the change to also make that impact in your community and in the ends of the earth. All right, so let's be committed to moving from our Jerusalem. Don't let us just tie down ourselves to the local Jerusalem, and then we lose touch that we are supposed to go into the ends of the earth. All right, look at the Acts of Apostles. They were enjoying themselves in Jerusalem so much until God had to say, no, 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 that's not the purpose of the power. The purpose of the power is not to localize the church. The purpose of the power is to build the church strongly locally, but then have global mindset in the view. Okay, so we have looked at the importance of global perspective, the practical ways to support and engage in global missions, and long-term vision for establishing a self-sustaining church around the world with a strong local foundation. All right. And so we also looked at the inspiring your congregation and equipping your congregation, empowering your congregation to think globally while they are locally serving, while they are acting locally and getting committed locally, ultimately fulfilling the call to take the gospel to the ends of the earth. I want to draw the curtain here while we just call it a close. Please, if you have missed part 1, 2, 3, and 4, this is part 5 of 5. If you have missed the first 4 episodes before now, I want you to just make sure that you get it on the YouTube channel or on the Facebook page. My name is Niyi Dunmade. I'm the founder and the CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. If you have any church-related questions for me or inquiries about any church, any information you have heard, any concept you have heard, let's have them in any of the social media handles. I'm sure you're going to get more than an answer from me. I love to help pastors. I love to help church leaders. I love to help the movement that is going on in your church. Please let us have that conversation going in any of the social media handles. This video has been helpful to you. Please give us a like. Give us a like. Do share us to your community. Share us to your church leaders. And then make sure that you give us a like. Share us to your community. Drop us a comment in the comment section. I love to hear from you. I love to know where you are listening to me from. Drop me a comment in the comment section. And then you're going to engage with me directly. All right? Like our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell so that when we upload a new content that is helpful to you, you will be notified immediately. All right, we also do consultations, we do revitalization, we do trainings, and we do strategic planning for churches. I think in a couple of days, I'll be doing that for a church here in Abuja. Reach out to me. Let us see how we can help your church with excellent church consulting for health, vitality, and results. My number on the screen. I'm sure you're going to get that details across. All right. You have any question, please, let's have them in any of the social media handles. Till I come your way next week, Monday, which is going to be the first Monday in the month of October, which is the last quarter of the year 2024. I say bye-bye. I love you. God bless you. And have a fruitful week ahead. Thank you for the attention, and God bless you.